Hi there, everyone. This is Sharon for another Conscious Sharon moment. And so, for this Conscious Sharon moment, what we would talk about is deep thoughts. And so, first question I have is, do you ever go into deep thought, and especially deep thoughts about yourself, or deep thoughts about whatever may be going on in your life? Sometimes you may find it easier to always be having deep thoughts about things outside of you, about other people, even though it may relate to you. But do you truly have deep thoughts about yourself, of yourself, for yourself, to really nurture yourself? Now, as the description says, are deep thoughts harmful? What I will say about that is, if you are not, it depends on how you're thinking of yourself in those deep thoughts. So, just meaning if you're just focusing on the hurt, the pain, the sorrow, then yes. But if you are able to move past that and see what gifts, yes, gifts, even in our challenges, even in the storms of life, and how it transforms you and how you can move different, then yeah, then therefore deep thoughts can be very helpful. And this is deep thought no matter where you are, just meaning your experiences at home, experiences at work, at your job, and no matter where you are, because remember, you really cannot separate yourself completely. And the more that you may try to do that, you really end up numbing yourself, and that's not good either. It ends up blowing up in your face, and it really comes down to, at some point in your life, you would need to be able to address the things that you've never addressed before. Believe me. This is one reason for these conscious error moments. Again, these aha moments, these revelations, these insight. And so when it comes to deep thoughts, this is a part of self-care, about the self-awareness, the introspection, the self-evaluation, the self-inquiry. Is for you to be able to really just look at yourself, not in a judgy way. Sometimes there may be some things that you're ecstatic, about yourself, that you're so glad that you thought about, something, that you've done something, whatever that may be. And then there may be some things where you may have not been so kind to yourself. And one thing I will say, sometimes those childhood experiences, or those experiences, those adverse experiences, in which can be interpreted as being, harmful, throughout our body, in that sometimes they can really be in the driver's seat. And so when you see yourself going down a road, or reacting in a way, or something is really bothering you, truly take time to have some deep thoughts about it. And also, when you're doing that, to be mindful of how you are addressing it, because even the words that you say, because if you say, "Oh, why me?" then it may produce some unkind experiences or thoughts and things throughout your body. But if you say, "Why not me?" to have this experience, so that it's like, however it can be in a positive light. Because a lot of times, excuse me, with certain experiences that we have, this is where we find ourselves. This is where we are able to pretty much, it's like, oh, I have this skill that I'm able to make my life better. One example may be, let's just say, generally, I feel like I most of the time have a voice. I'm able to use my voice, but I have come to realize there are certain situations that I may not always speak up, I would say readily, um, in the beginning. And so, in saying that, is in having the courage and having the comfort to use your voice, and having the comfort and the confidence to be able to say, to speak your truth. And, but again, when it comes to speaking your truth, it's with kindness, it's with grace, it's with compassion, and it's with love. Now, sometimes when it comes to the other side of that, it may not always be perceived in that way. But the main thing is that you're able to do that. But what's even more important is you were able to do it. So it's more so for you than anything else, because you've heard me say it before. When it comes to conversations, it's about having conversations. It's not about having uncomfortable conversations or hard conversations. It's conversations. So the first conversation is to have with yourself. And we'll continue to kind of talk about different embodiment practices to help you through that. So again, just remember that the deep thoughts that you have about yourself, it can manifest itself into the real world. And so be mindful of how you think about things, and be mindful of how you, especially of how you think about yourself. So even in the worst situation, think, see yourself in a better situation. That's the main thing, is to be able to see yourself. Some people may call it daydreaming, whatever it may be. You put yourself in your mind in the best scenario that it is, because it may have been that particular scenario that you needed in order for you to really be, grow, expand, grow wherever you are. So again, keep those deep thoughts to yourself, for yourself. And when I say that, meaning that continue to go as deep as you can, because when it comes to that self-awareness, it is so, so important. And when I said to keep it to yourself, just meaning that there are some things that you need to ponder upon yourself sometimes before you're able to share it with others. And so, and again, you get to decide, you get to have discernment of when that is so. But there are some things that are so deep that we really need to go in the cocoon within ourselves in order to, um, not saying that it's a problem per se, but just so that you can be at ease within yourself. So again, thank you for watching this Conscious Sharon moment. Remember to like and share, and let me know what your deep thoughts, well, not what your deep thoughts are, but what you think about deep thoughts. Let's put it like that, because I did say keep it within yourself until you are ready to share with others, and if that may be. So again, thank you for watching this Conscious Sharon moment.